Density, mass and volume forms this delightful magic triangle. Now let's just reconsider. Density is mass over volume. Essentially, density tells you how much mass you get for a given volume of a material. So density puts mass into volume. Density is measured in grams per cubic centimetre, for example. Cubic centimetre is about the size of a dice. Grams is quite a small weight. But if you take a larger volume, a metre cubed, which is in fact a million of these centimetre cubes, well, then you're probably measuring your density in kilograms. Grams and kilograms are both measures of mass, and cm cubed and meter cubed are both measures of volume. So if you have a question, the answer is sometimes in the question. What is density? Well, it's grams divided by volume. Or you might get it from the answer. You're expected to find the density in grams divided by volume. So when you've got that or you've got that, well, you should draw this. And that'll help you solve the question. Here is our magic triangle, and of course a magic triangle gives you three equations. It gives you mass as density times volume. It gives you density as mass divided by volume, and it gives you volume as mass divided by density. This is the one that isn't intuitive. I think these are a lot easier. And therefore it gives us three basic questions, three things to find. First one, polystyrene has a density of 1 gram per cubic centimetre. So a polystyrene cuboid has a mass of 21 grams. How big is it? What's its volume? Well, here's our question. We have mass is 21, we have density. We don't know what the volume is, but we do know volume is mass divided by density. Volume is mass divided by density. 21 divided by 1.05 equals 20. 20 what, I hear you say? 20 cm cubed. Why? Because we're talking about cm cubed and we're talking about grams per cm cubed. Everything's in grams, so that's cm cubed. Thank you so much. Right, another one. Density is mass divided by volume. Gold has a density of 19.232 grams per cubic centimetre. That's heavy. What is the mass of a 2 cm cube of gold? And here is our 2 cm cube of gold. Right, well, let's have a look at our magic triangle. We know the density. We don't know the mass. That's what we're trying to find out. We don't know the volume really, but we know it's this shape. So what is the volume of this shape? Well, it's a cuboid, so it's height times width times length or something similar. Volume is 2 times 2 times 2 equals 8 cm cubed. So back over here, we can put our 8 in, and mass is now density times volume. 19.32 times 8 equals 154.56 grams. Because we're working the densities in grams per cm cubed, and we've got 8 cm cubed. So it's grams. And the third basic question, density is mass divided by volume. Silver has a density of 10.5 grams per cm cubed. That's about half of gold. Aluminium has a density of 2.7 grams per cm cubed. So that's a lot lighter, which is why you make aeroplanes out of aluminium. If a 3 cm cube of shiny metal has a mass of 72.9 grams, is it silver or aluminium? We don't know what the density of our shiny metal is. We do know it weighs, has a mass of 72.9. We don't know the volume, but we know it's a 3 cm cube. So let's have a look at one of those. 3 cm cubed. The volume of a cuboid or a cube is height times width times length. 3 times 3 times 3. So volume equals 3 times 3 times 3 equals 27. So now we've got our mass and we've got our volume. What is the density? Density, mass divided by volume, 72.9 divided by 27 equals 2.7. And 2.7 is the density of aluminium. And it's in grams per cm cubed because everything's in cm cubed in grams. The metal is aluminium. That's the answer to the questions. Don't stop here. The metal is aluminium. Sorry, boys and girls. It'd been worth a lot if it was silver. Here's one for you now. Show your brilliance. Gold bars, a mass of 2.5 kilograms. Density of gold is 19.3 grams. Oh, mass is in kilograms, but density is in grams. It's going to be tricky. What should we do? Density is mass divided by volume. What is the mass? Oh, we're in 2.5 kilograms. We know a kilogram is 1,000 grams. So 2.5 kilograms is 2.5 times 1,000 grams. And the reason I've got this in grams is because this is in grams. This is this is in grams. This is grams per cm cubed. We don't know what that is, the cm cubed, but we do know that volume is mass divided by density. Mass is in grams is 2,500. Density is 19.3 grams per cm cubed, 129.53, and that's cm cubed. But we need to give an answer in 3 significant figures, so that's 130. First degree significant figure is 1, 3 and 0 cm cubed. Right. We know 5 magic triangles. The first, speed, is distance divided by time. The second, density, is mass divided by volume. And these you know, but you probably don't know them in this form. Sine is equal to opposite over hypotenuse. Cos is equal to adjacent over hypotenuse. And tan is equal to opposite over adjacent. And these are easily remembered as SOHCAHTOA. And that's how I write it, with the middle letter raised, because it forms a triangle. And this will save a bit of time. I hope you found that useful. I think I've made something tricky a lot easier. If you've enjoyed, or even if you haven't enjoyed this video, why not subscribe? Cheerio now. Best of luck.